So Devi Durga is telling to Narad Muni that this 9 days of yajna is very important and how it should be done. But the most important thing she is saying is that the learned ones, I will choose my words carefully, the learned ones are so foolish that they create so many different types of rituals so that my children will get tied up into that because of non-learning. Because of non-learning means unable to understand and interpret the scriptures. And because of that also, they create many gatherings and many followers. And they create their own sect. And in turn, they create their own religion. Various religions to worship me. Divine Devi is saying, but they're so foolish because all I want is my children to come to me. And there are no conditions whatsoever. Just come to me. Just remain humble. Do not play big. Do not think that I am doing this, I am doing that. Just come as a child to me. Divine Devi is telling to Narad Muni. Beautiful conversation. That conversation is, I told you, it's a dangerous conversation for discussion of. That could bring an end to many, many religions in Hinduism. You know, Hinduism is not a religion. It is a collection of many different type of modes of worship. And not only worship, of living actually. So Divine Devi is telling to Narad Muni, okay, so this is the case. And this yajna was first done. It was first done when I explained it to Vishnu Bhagwan. When he was a baby. Remember I read that katha when he was in the cradle. So all of these things she was explaining to him. And he started to remember from previous manvantaras to the present one that he was in at that time. And he performed the first one, and then she started to describe that SriRamaChandraAvatar, he had to perform this yajna, or this observation of this Navratra, for the sake of going to find Sita Maya. You know this from Katha. Shri Krishna Bhagwan had to perform it, this yajna also, when he took that feather out of his crown. There was a time when he took, remember last night I told you what that feather was, Durga Devi? He removed it from his crown. And also, Radharani was manifested in the little piece of bamboo flute. He broke that flute. And he forgot everything. Everything he had forgotten. He never performed a miracle after that. He lived as a human being after that, but then he started to have problems with his family. Imagine 8 queens, that type of problem. So he went to Lord Shiva, Shiv Shankar Bhagwan, that is there in Devi Bhagwan. Shiv Shankar Bhagwan, and he instructed them, okay, go and observe this vrat, and perform the puja or the sacrifice to the divine mother of the universe, Chandika. And when he did that, then that's a long katha again. Many things happened there. So Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan is performing in Devi Bhagwat, and also in Kritivasa Ramayana you will find it. Kritivasa Ramayana is written in Bengali. But there is an English version, you can read the English. I cannot read Bengali. I can read English, I could read Sanskrit, Hindi, the Gujarati, I can make out some of the words, the numbers in them, because through negation, if this is 7 and that is 8, then this have to be 9. You know, like that. I can read Urdu, but I cannot read Bengali. But the English is there, you get the sweetness from it. And in Kritivasa Ramayana, which supports the Devi Bhagwat, you know, Devi Bhagwat does not need support actually, because it's the voice of the Devi, the words of Devi. She's saying how Sri Ram, when Sri Ram, he realized that Sita Devi is in Lanka, and he had to go to fight Ravana to bring back Sita Devi. In Devi Bhagwat, he told to Hanumanji, "Oh Hanumanji, go and get for me under the advice of Shiv Shankar Bhagwan. go and get 1,000 blue lotus flower for me. For I will offer this to the Devi, and I will perform her puja, and then she will ensure that success will come my way. Hanumanji, he went. He brought back the flowers, but it so happened, you might find a little variation to this in Shiv Puran, that he did Shiv Shankar, Rameshwar Puja he did. But in Devi Bhagwat, he worshipped the Devi. One flower was missing, so how much do we have? 999. And Lord Shiva, Shiv Shankar Bhagawan is offering these flowers in front of the Devi. And Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaya Gitche Namaha. I'm offering. One is missing. So he's telling to Hanumanji, Hanumanji, you missed one. He said, no, I thought that I had 1,000. But this was a Leela of the Devi, that she wanted to know how much Sri Ram remembers her as his mother. Kausalya Devi was incarnation of Durga Devi too. You'll find that in Devi Bhagavad. So she is telling to Sri Ram, but you must complete this yajna. Who is there? Narad Muni came back. Whenever Narad Muni comes, there is a doubt. Because remember, the intelligence cannot bring logic to it, and the mind cannot capture it totally, so there has to be doubt. It cannot be understood properly. So if something cannot be understood properly, then there is a doubt. So you see how the energy operates like that? So this is when Narad comes in. Narad is coming and he is creating doubt. If we do not offer, you made a promise to offer to the Devi, O Bhagwan, 1,000 blue lotus flower. Now 1,000 means 1,000. It cannot mean 999. So then you created a condition that you made a promise, you didn't fulfill it to the Divine Mother of the Universe, so then you cannot be successful. So then Sri Ram is thinking now, and this is very important to get into the mind, into the psyche of Sri Ram, in Devi Bhagavad. He's thinking, what will I do now? The Muhurat is going to change. The yajna is already started. Where are we going to find one more? Hanumanji, can you go? He said, my Lord, I am willing to do anything for you. But the Muhurat has changed. It will finish. The period that was specified for performing this puja, it is gone. It is going quickly. So he's saying, then Narad Muni is coming in now with his type of logic. So my Lord Ram, why are you looking so much for flowers all over the place? Lotus flower. You have so much. You are Narayana. You are Narayana. And you have so many kamal, so many lotus with you. Why don't you offer that? In Tulsidas Ji Ramayana you will meet this. Shri Ramachandra Kripal Bhajman Harana Bhavavedana Nava Kanjalochan, your eyes are lotus like. Nava Kanjalochana Kanja Mukhakar, mouth and hands. Kanja Pada, your feet is lotus like. Remember when you was doing the karnyas just now, how you touch? Same way you did purification. Where did it come from? It came from the Devi Durga. Everything is linked, Every single thing is linked. All scriptures are linked. So he's saying now, so why don't you offer one of your lotus? Because time is running out and Devi is waiting now and smiling. The yajna has to be completed. So Sri Ram now is thinking, okay, my third eye is always covered. This is why I don't see his third eye. My third eye is always covered. For my third eye is Shiv Shankar Bhagwan personified. If I will open my third eye, then Shivji, Shiv Bhagwan is going to open his third eye. If he will open his third eye, then what will happen is the universe will be reduced to ashes. Everything will turn to bhasma. Whenever he opens his third eye, everything reduces to bhasma, to ashes. Then how can I do that? I cannot do that. If that is the case, then there will be no more Sita, there will be no more more yagya, there will be no more world here, no universe. So he's thinking again. Okay? So I cannot even open my third eye, even if I would try to remove my third eye without opening it, then even my eyebrows will move. And if my eyebrows will even one grain of the hair on my eyebrows will move, then this universe, there will be total destruction in this universe. Plus, Sita Devi is there, and she will realize that something is wrong. And she might leave this world and go. Then what will happen to the work that I came to do to destroy the Rakshas around? So he's thinking of that. So then he's thinking, say, but I am Ramachandra. But if Chandra, the moon, my left eye is Chandra. So the Chandra, the moon, controls the hearts of my devotees. So if I will remove my left eye and offer it to the Devi as a lotus, one lotus offering, then what will happen to my devotees? I made the promise to protect my devotees. How can I destroy my own devotees? Then he thought about this. So what about my right eye? So he's saying that both of my eyes are there to see. One will see the love, and one will see all the tricks that are hidden in someone. So I can live without that. I can live without seeing the tricks, but my devotees, I have to keep my bhaktas in my heart. So I need my left eye. So what he did when everybody was looking around, he distracted everybody and took his arrow, took it out, and he offered it at the feet of Devi. When he offered it at the feet of the Devi, she smiled. This was the completion. This, like I told you, when you want to give Rakta Chandan, how much you can give to the Devi, then you cut your hand and put Chandan. Then what happened is Sri Ram, at that time Devi burst upon the skies and manifested, seated upon Sher. You know what happened? Hanumanji is there. This is a nice katha. Hanumanji is sitting there. Anytime you see Hanumanji sit down, look out, look up. He is there for a reason. Hanumanji is sitting there. Sher Raj is coming with Durga Devi on top of his back. And Devi is saying that whatever you want, I am your mother, you just say I will give to you. He said, Ma, I only want two things. Lord Ram is saying, I want to be successful, for your Shakti to be merged back with me. And the next thing, Ma, she said, what next thing? She said, give me back my eye, Ma. If you could give me back one of my eye, the eye I have for you, I'll be happy. So she gave him back. Right? But this is where the next katha is coming for tomorrow night. This is enough katha for tonight. Little bit at a time. Just try to appreciate it and be happy inside. And this happiness that you experience, this is the presence of the Devi. This is what you want. Sher Raj is there and he's bringing Durga Mata. Hanumanji is sitting, but Hanumanji is Upanishad. You want to understand Hanumanji? Read Upanishad. Upa means to sit and Nishad means near. Who sits near? He's always sitting near to Sri Ram. To understand the behavior of Hanumanji, read Hanumat Upanishad. To understand Lord Ram, Ramo Upanishad, Sita Upanishad for Divine Mother, Devi Upanishad for Chandika Mai, Radho Upanishad for Radha Devi. You'll see everything is right there from the Vedas. Upanishad is the explanation of the Vedas. It's Vedic. So he's bringing the Chandika Mai and he's coming and he's strolling with a nice bounce, you know. You ever see a tiger? Nice bounce, muscles and things flexing and because Hanumanji there. So he walking in a kind of a way to show off because he's proud now. Mahamai, Maya is coming. And Hanumanji is observing him. And when Hanumanji is observing something, it means that needs to be taken care of. There's a problem somewhere. He's ready to highlight the problem. Everybody is feeling happy, but he's seeing a problem. And this is what he will deal with. And we will talk about tomorrow night.